What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another 5-minute preview here on the channel. It is Matchday 14 as we are starting to get a bit further into this current League 2 season. Carlisle United really need to start getting their act together, really, don't they, on the pitch? And I think this weekend is a good opportunity to start doing that against the Cheltenham side, who are also struggling slightly in the league. Of course, this weekend, Cheltenham take the trip up to Brunton Park to face Carlisle United in the league. And I think it is a good opportunity for Carlisle to find that clinicalness, put the ball in the back of the net and start picking up some points and start climbing that table, hopefully, because time is ticking. I think this is a massive game for Mike Williamson. But let's meet the opposition then in Cheltenham Town, also known as the Robins. They were founded in 1887. Their current manager is Michael Flynn. And they play their football at the EV Charger Points Stadium. Sponsorship which holds 7,066. And from Cheltenham Stadium to Brunton Park, it is a 485-mile round trip, which in the car would take you around 8 hours and 13 minutes. So safe travels to any Cheltenham fans making the long trip up to Cumbria this weekend. Looking at our previous 5 games, and as you can see, Carlisle are second to bottom in the league. Cheltenham are 17th in League 2 at the current moment in time. Carlisle's previous 5 games, a 3-1 defeat against Walsall midweek, that 1-1 draw against Harrogate, a 4-0 defeat against Wimbledon, a 2-0 defeat against Wigan, and a 0-0 against Colchester. So 3 losses and 2 draws. Cheltenham, however, 2 wins, 2 losses and a draw. A 1-1 draw against Bradford, a 2-0 win over Colchester, a 3-2 defeat against Swindon, a 2-1 defeat against Barrow, and a 2-1 win over Accrington. Last time we met then was last season in League 1, where there was 4,682 people in attendance to watch Sam Lavelle give Carlisle United a 1-0 away victory on Tuesday the 9th of April. I think that was around the time we were already relegated, so it didn't really matter, unfortunately, for Carlisle, but a 1-0 win last time we met against Cheltenham there. My Carlisle 18/11 then, I've went with what I picked for the Walsall game. Now, obviously, Aaron Hayden is potentially back, so he can come into this potentially. Dan Ajuajay potentially back. I haven't listened to Mike Williamson's interview, but there seems to be an issue with Charlie Wyke, so maybe Charlie Wyke doesn't start there. You maybe put in a Tyler Berry or Dan Ajuajay, depending how fit he is. Of course, got a few minutes for Bournemouth the other night. But looking at my then, as I say, completely unchanged from the Walsall video, I've got Harry Lewis, John Melly, Sam Lavelle, Terrell Thomas, Dominic Sadie, Cameron Harper, Harrison Neal, Harrison Biggins, Callum Guy, Charlie Wyke, and Luke Armstrong. As I say, you can probably chop and change that team with the likes of Aaron Hayden. You can look at Tyler Berry to come in, Dan Ajuajay potentially as well. What would your Matchday 11 be? Let me know in the comments down below. But looking at the predictions then for Matchday 14, I've got Newport 2, Fleetwood 2, Bradford 2, Doncaster 1, Grimsby 0, MK Dons 2, Morecambe 0, Chesterfield 4, Carlisle 0, Cheltenham 2, Port Vale 1, AFC Wimbledon 0, Colchester 0, Salford 3, Swindon 0, Swindon 1, Gillingham 2. Swindon just got Ian Holloway as their new boss, so maybe that new manager bounce could help them there. Accrington 0, Walsall 5, Notts County 2, Harrogate 1, Bromley 0, Barrow 3, and Crewe 1, Tranmere Rovers 0. As you can see then, Port Vale, Walsall and Notts County are the top 3 in the division, with the playoffs looking like this: Doncaster, Bradford, Crewe and Grimsby, and Carlisle and Morecambe occupying the 2 bottom relegation spots at the moment. And I went with a 2-0 win for Cheltenham. I think this is a massive game for Mike Williamson. I think it's a massive game for Carlisle United again, which we do have the potential to go on and win if we can just start being a bit more clinical in front of goal and playing that more penetrative pass up the pitch. I think it's a good opportunity to go and get some points. However, I just don't see it if I'm looking at it after the month we sort of had so far in the league. I just can't see it. And Cheltenham probably looked at that game against Walsall on Tuesday night and we're licking the lips. So yeah, what your predictions are, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, I've been Seaworth. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.